everybody got a season. So, you know, if you're going through a situation right now and people not supporting you and they looking over you, that's fine, because sometimes you have to welcome your storms to get to the sunshine. You have to.
Right.
It's nobody out here that's where they are if they on a high horse that didn't go through a storm.
Let's get this cracking.
Can you picture this? Baby, David, good looking, baby. CYP got another one. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube, you make sense.
What up, though? You're listening to the CYPT podcast. It's the podcast of the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. I'm just Niles.
It's your boy Boogie behind the camera.
I'm your boy Clay.
And I'm Alicia.
Alicia.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Good. Doing good. Can I start by asking, your husband was on the show last week, and you have a very extensive resume yourself. When do you guys find time to sleep?
We work it out.
You guys do so much. Yeah. So much. What are you brought some of the books with you that
Yes.
Can we talk about the first one that you got right there? That's the one I was looking at earlier today.
Okay. Well, this is my Face the Rain original Queen's Guide. I released it a few months ago. It's a women empowerment journal. It has notes and affirmations in it. And it's basically just a queen guide, just to, you know, let the queens know that they're powerful. They can write their notes down, and, you know, it's something that they can keep on hand daily. Just inspiration for the black woman.
Where can they purchase the book at?
Amazon or VickieMack.com.
Or VickieMack.com.
Yes.
And there's also I'm Speaking.
I'm Speaking, yes. I was a co-author with over 100 women over the world. That's another inspirational book. And that's on Amazon also. I'm Speaking.
And how long has this book been out?
About 5 or 6 months now.
Okay. And what are these other books you got here?
So these other books, these are the children's books that me and my husband, we published these a few years ago. 2 of them is based on my son, Rayon.
Okay.
That's 15 now. We published these when my husband was actually on the inside. So they're really great books for all ages. Each book have a message in it for all students, all, you know, children. So, yeah.
So y'all
and these are on Amazon also.
Y'all came up with this together while he was on the inside.
Yes.
And
yes.
you truly held him down
while
he was in there.
Yes. I was doing book signings and everything.
So how long was it that you like held him down? Like how many years did you hold him down?
Well, altogether, we've been together 9 years. We've been married 3.
Okay.
So I was a part of his journey about 4 years.
Okay.
2014 to 2018.
That's what's up.
How do you collaborate enough while someone is on the inside? What type of challenges do you face to make a whole book or a collection of books?
Well, actually, you know, he's very thorough. So when he would send things home, he would have everything mapped out. So I would just basically will have a timeline of how we wanted to do it. And we just basically worked as a team.
Because you only had so long to talk to him, right?
Every 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
We spent so much money. It's ridiculous.
He made it count, though, because you got a lot done here.
Yes.
Yeah,
we did.
that's what's up.
We did.
I got educator, business owner, entrepreneur, motivator, book author, wife and mother. And there were a bunch of other things, too. About a master's, too?
Yes, I have 2 master's degrees. I finished my second master's at 31. I'm 42 now. I have a master's in education, special education. I have a master's, an MBA. I have a bachelor's in science and management, and I have an associate's in liberal arts.
So on top of all this stuff that you do you have a regular job?
Yes, I'm an educator. I work for the Michigan school system, and
So
I've been doing that since 2005.
Amazing. So like he was saying, like, when do you sleep, and how do you have time to do all of
And you know what? I'm really good with multitasking, believe it or not. It's funny that you said that because so many people say to me, you make it look so easy, even when he was on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was still a mom to my my son, and he was playing football and basketball, and I had to make his games and things like that. But it starts to be a part of your everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
I work good under pressure, just like my husband.
So I'm going to ask you, is it easy?
It's not easy, but when you put your mind to it, it's not hard. I'm going to say that.
Okay. Because it's hard as hell to me.
Yeah.
Like, I really have, you know, everybody have their days, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
You have yours as well with all the stuff that both of you guys do, your husband and yourself. Yes. You guys accomplish quite a lot, and you're steadfast on what you guys want to do. Mm-hmm. And I like that about yourself. You know, you guys are collaborating on something as well. With the clothing line?
Yes, he's the official. I'm Vickie Mack. Vickie Mack is a line that he had years ago that I actually took over. So right now I'm in the process of, you know, taking it to another level. I have lipstick, I have clothes, I have hoodies, I have hats, I have summer gear, and now I'm incorporating the books.
And out of all the things that you got going, what seems to be doing the best?
I'll say my books.
The books.
Because I promote women's empowerment a lot. Okay. And it's, you know, you can reach a lot of women. And by me being on social media a lot, I'm able to reach a lot of women. So I'll say my books. My clothing line is pretty well. My lipstick line is doing pretty well. But when it comes to the women empowerment thing, that's the niche.
What inspired you to do a book?
Because, you know, When my husband was on the inside, I was in a lot of different groups on Facebook. A lot of women faced a lot of challenges with men that were incarcerated, and I met a lot of women. And then I just like to sit back and watch things, and I realized that a lot of us women, black women and all women, you know, they need that encouragement. It's not as easy as it looks. Mm-hmm. With social media nowadays, social media have people thinking they're behind in life, when really you're right where you're supposed to be.
Right. Yeah.
So you just need someone to just be real with you and say, look, do what you got to do for you, and when it's your time, it's your time. So I love empowering women. You know, you go on my page, I don't post negative things. I'm all about positive. Even when I'm having a bad day, I still try to incorporate something positive.
For somebody trying to, you know, follow in your footsteps and write a book themselves, what are the steps that you have to take in order to publish a book like that?
Well, you know, first and foremost, know your target audience, know what you want to talk about, and just be real. I think that you need to write down your notes. It didn't take me long at all. I actually wrote this book while I was at work.
Really?
I would write a couple.
That's that multitasking she was talking about.
Like when I would have my preps at work, I had me a Word doc. I would write my quotes, save it. I came home, told Vic, look, I'm done with the book. Proofread it. Mm-hmm. He proofread it, and we took it right to publishing.
What were the steps? Like, tell me how do you take it to publishing? Who do you contact?
Well, I know a couple of people that publish books. I'm in the process of opening my own publishing company, me and my husband. But I went to a lady named Cherie. She's on Facebook, also a really great person. I actually just wrote everything down. Me and Victor put everything in the right order, book form, and we gave it to her, and she was able to publish it in that order.
Okay.
So it's really about pretty much just putting it in the order that it needs to be in before it gets to the publisher. Once it gets to the publisher, it's really them putting things in a certain spot, and so it's not hard at all.
Do you have to buy a certain, like, how much would it cost to get started? Do I have to buy a lot, a little? Like,
well,
if I just want to get it together?
It actually depends on what package you want. For example, you might get a package and you might just want books, so that might be $1,000.
So it's a minimum.
It's a minimum.
Okay.
Then you might get a publisher that might just charge you $500 to put everything in order for you, and you go online and order your books yourself. Mm-hmm. So it all depends on the packaging.
Okay.
And who you deal with.
Okay.
I rather deal with people more direct because I know exactly what I'm getting, and and then you learn in the process. Like now, all of my books, I'm able to order my own books. Even though I had a publisher, I'm able to go online and order my own books. So when I do a book signing and things like that, no one has control over that but me.
Okay.
So it's just about putting everything in order and context, and going to the publisher saying, look, this is what I want, and paying them to carry it out.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
So I'm interested in the book signing. Like, how does the book signing work? Is it something that you set up, or is it like a company over you that kind of tells you when?
I actually set up my own book signing. I get a location, I do a flyer, and I have individuals come in. And I recently just did a meet and greet at Clayton's Kitchen, one of my close friends' restaurant. And
that's not my kitchen either. I'm just letting y'all know. It's not my kitchen.
Right. And you just do a flyer and you do your own event.
When do you know it's the right time to do a book signing?
No time is really the right time. You just gotta know when it's your time. I'll say that. For example, I published this book a few months ago, and I didn't get to do a book signing or a meet and greet. I actually did a book launch online. But I had, people were reaching out to me wanting to, when are you going to do a book signing? And I was telling my husband, I said, well, let me do a book signing before 2024. Mm-hmm. So I just put it together and made it happen, and it actually was a success.
Really?
It was a success.
How many books have you sold of that book?
When I first published the book, I got 100 books, and I sold about 80 of them.
Okay.
My meet and greet that I just did, I want to say I sold about 15 books. Mm-hmm. So almost 100 books.
So it's time to get some more.
It's time to get some more.
Okay.
Run through them.
Okay,
Yes.
So tell me about these kid books again here. Okay. What is this one about?
Okay, so Beware of Mr. No-No. That book is about stranger danger. It's about teaching kids how to stay away from strangers.
Okay.
A lot of our books are really straightforward and simple for a younger child to read. We didn't want to just come out with a children's book just to say, look, we have a children's book. We wanted to have a message in it. Mm-hmm. So each one of our books have a message. That is about stranger danger. What will little Jesus do? This book is about, the 10 Commandments, what you should do, things that Jesus would do. How we read the Bible growing up, and it has different sayings. We put it in kid version.
Okay.
So we have scriptures in the back of this book.
Can I see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that book.
Thank you.
Yep, awesome.
And the process of this type of book, was it pretty much the same?
Yes. So me and my husband, we pretty much got together. He was on all of these books were published while he was on the inside. Mm-hmm. If you notice, the back pictures are inmate pictures, actually. We just kind of changed them up a little bit.
So the illustrations in here.
Yes.
Someone
Another
on that,
inmate.
He was inside too?
inmate.
He's in there now. He's a lifer. The guy that's on the back. He's a lifer. And he did all the illustrations. And so when my husband sent it home, he sent it to me just like that. So all I had to do was take it to the publisher, and that was the end result.
Great.
So I would do I've done book signings for all of these books, even when he was on the inside.
You are pretty active on social media, everything from a TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, website. What type of things can we see on your YouTube?
My Vickie Mack, you'll see a lot of my Vickie Mack merchandise, a lot of videos of me promoting my Vickie Mack, my book. You'll see me do, I did a couple of school presentations for Reading Month. I've done those with the young students. So pretty much promotion, family, women empowerment.
No, I was happy you were bringing up the Vickie Mack. I'm actually a huge fan of this logo. The hoodie looks super sweet.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
the design of the wings on the back with the tail. Tell me what Vickie Mack represents, how you came up with it, the design aspect of it. I'm liking it.
Well, I'll make it short and sweet. Vickie Mack is pretty much about a woman standing on her throne and defending her crown.
Okay.
You have the halo and you have the horns. And, as women, we have our good days and we have our bad days. Regardless of what day you're having, defend your crown. So it's really to just put it out there. Look, defend your crown, queen. Stand on what you believe in, no matter what. And you know, we Vickie Mack in it. I'm Vickie Mack. You Vickie Mack. So it's one spirit in all of us. You get what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
It's power. I'm gonna just say that Vickie Mack is power.
It seems powerful.
Yes, it's one. Yeah.
So you're that strong woman figure in the house, and then you also got the strong man figure in the house. Both of y'all got Vicks in y'all names. So, like, who wins most of the battles? Does it like do you back down sometime with this strong empowering attitude, and do like how do you work this?
You know what? It's crazy because my husband allows. I'm me. And he's him.
So he know you.
He know me.
Okay.
Like if he feels some type of way about something, he'll tell me. And if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna tell him, and we gonna move forward. We married.
Mm-hmm.
We done been through the trenches. We done been through fighting for your freedom. We done been at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get through that, we can get through anything.
So for the most part, you're wearing the halo.
Not always. And sometimes when I gotta get mad, I'm mad.
What else can I, besides the hoodie, what else can I get in the Vickie Mack clothing line? I saw the joggers.
Yeah, but I have hats, I have beanies.
The hats were fire.
Thank you.
The curve hats, the hats were fire.
Yeah, I have jackets, V-neck T-shirts, regular T-shirts. I've added I have jewelry.
I was digging the.
I do have jewelry.
Is that the Vickie?
Yes.
I
have jewelry. I have lashes. I have lipstick. I have lip gloss, bracelets. I'm getting ready to launch nail polish 2024. So.
How do you sell your merchandise? Do you do pop-ups?
Some pop-ups at times, but mostly a couple of my items are in All Things Marketplace in Corktown. So Vickie Mack is there. Also, The Official is in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And online.
Okay.
VickieMack.com.
What are some of the challenges that you might face with your clothing line and your products, if any?
It's a lot of challenges. You know, one thing I've noticed about the entrepreneur aspect of it is that you have to just be blessed with the supporters that you have. Mm-hmm. You can't. People are going to always be people. People are going to always support who they want to support. And sometimes people won't support just because it's you. I have followers right now that will go buy the same product that I sell from somebody they don't even know. Mm. And my product is probably better. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the challenges that I face. But one thing for sure is that the clientele that I do get, it's a blessing, and I'm happy for that. And I'm thankful for those people. I don't really get too caught up on who support and who don't support.
Why do you think people do that?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, is it a culture thing? That's really big, and it's sad. And that's why once you know who you are and what you own, one thing I always tell my husband, everybody got a season. So, if you're going through a situation right now and people not supporting you and they looking over you, that's fine, because sometimes you have to welcome your storms to get to the sunshine. You have to. Right. It's nobody out here that's where they are if they on a high horse that didn't go through a storm. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you have to welcome your storms and be like, you know what? Be blessed and thankful that you went through it, because the sun is on the way. So I continue to push my brand. I continue to push my books. Me and my husband, we continue to collaborate and make things happen, because we know it's our time. Mm-hmm. Our time is coming. We went through a lot, and we didn't go through that for nothing. Right. You see what I'm saying? If it wasn't meant for us, a lot of the things that we went through, people couldn't go through and make it out and still be strong. Mm-hmm. And I don't lose sight of that. Mm-hmm. So nothing comes easy. But one thing for sure, when the bag do drop, it's going to be long lasting. So I'll wait. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that, So I don't get that. But it's I see that so much. When I'm on social media, I post and I keep going. I don't look back and I don't worry about who liked it, who commented. I don't get off into that because I got a goal. And my goal is to, you know, be who I am, be positive, sell a good product, and the people that's supposed to support is going to always support.
How can I support? How can I order?
VickieMack.com.
Okay.
That's my website. I have all of my merchandise on there. My books are on VickieMack.com and Amazon.
Okay.
So your logo, do you sell other things other than your logo for your merchandise? Like, or is it just what we see here, the logo, the Vickie Mack logo?
Like any other brands?
Yeah. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, any other designs other than just the Vickie Mack logo.
Well, I'm actually getting ready to drop Dare to Defend Your Crown shirts in 2020 next year. And that's one of my slogans.
So you got the Vickie Mack in different colors.
Yes.
And it's all like seamlessly across the board. Your what's that, lip gloss or lipstick?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, you know, I wanted to try something different with Vickie Mack, and I was telling my husband, I was like, you know what, I'm feeling the clothes, but I'm gonna try to take it to another level and and actually the lipstick, I'm actually wearing something now. The lipstick and the lip gloss, it popped off.
Popping.
It popped off.
You got different shades?
Different shades, different colors. I have all different sizes of lashes, lip gloss, matte lipstick. It was a game changer for Vickie Mack.
What are some of the colors?
I have passion plum, passion pink. I have royal red. Yeah, I have so many, and I'm constantly buying more. I'm constantly that plum. I sell out of that all the time.
That's your number one seller.
All of the time. Okay. You know, because it stays on. It stays on. It's not a lipstick that wipes right off.
Okay.
So it's a good product. So you know, I'm blessed. And I'm just thankful for the journey.
And you're no stranger to podcasts.
No.
You had a podcast at one point.
You had a podcast?
Talk about that.
Me and one of my friends, we had a podcast called Two Dope Chicks. It was a really great inspirational podcast. We talked about women empowerment and things like that. It was a great podcast. And so right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out some things. Me and my husband actually is getting ready to do a podcast for 2024.
Okay.
And we want to, and our podcast is going to basically be very transparent. We're going to talk about our journey with him being incarcerated. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about life, you know. Because, you know, sometimes people need to know the real. They'll be on the outside looking in, and it's you know, we are a rare case. And I think that it's a blessing from God. It's a blessing. And I think that people need to hear that. So, so that's something that we have in the making right now.
Oh, I think that'll be fire.
Oh yeah.
As long as you guys like stick to, you know, the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
people need to hear that.
Yeah.
And when you said that, the transparency, that those are going really, really far right now.
Yeah. You have to be transparent because everybody, you know, don't want to accept the truth, you know, and everybody's struggle isn't the same. You know, for example, you know, I remember when he was incarcerated and people would be like, he's in there and, you know, he might be crazy when he get out and this, that, and the third. And I was really upfront when he came home. I said, do you think you need to go see somebody?
Straight up. Like when he first.
Yeah, I'm like, because fools getting out of prison all the time, cutting people up, putting them in the trunk, and I ain't trying to be one.
Understood.
And I'm just being real. And he was like, no, I'm good. And I don't have those issues. But I can't say that for another, you know, woman that's with a ex-felon.
Sometimes prison can make you a better person.
Exactly.
Can make you stronger.
Yes.
Just look at Nelson Mandela and what he done for him.
Definitely.
So different people have different ways they cope and deal with things. And he probably one of those ones that came out on top because when I met him, he seemed like a well-rounded gentleman, well-spoken, and you as well.
Yes, definitely.
He seemed more than well-rounded.
Yeah.
You too. You both did. I'm telling you. Anytime I read yours or his resume, it's just so many.
Appreciate it.
What did he say? He built a website in prison. I can't build a website.
Yeah.
here.
And I was looking at his interview. He didn't say, but he just graduated. He's a iron worker journeyman, local 25. So he came home and he just graduated a few months ago. We're over the summer, 4-year apprenticeship program. So he's a local 25 journeyman. He don't really talk about it, but yeah. So he came home and he hit
one of the things that I enjoy doing is seeing people in their beginnings.
Yes.
Like a lot of podcasts, they're talking about, how we made our first million. They already made it. You know what I'm saying? So even me, myself, but people sometimes tell me, like you're going a long way, but for me, it seemed like I'm just starting. And I like to help other people tell their story at the beginning and just to see their journey, where they go. So like you might come back on in another 2 or 3 years and now you're at this level.
Definitely.
And it's a blessing to have people like you and to tell your story when you first start.
Yes.
And trying to just get that plane off the ground and just let it fly. I want to help you in any way I can with your clothing line.
Thank you.
With
you hooked some of that Vickie Mack stuff up for me.
Labels you might need. It's just I like doing that for people, and I like helping you.
Yes, it always been good energy. I remember when we came here the first time. It was in the summer.
Yeah.
I think, and you got me together.
Yeah.
Got me
and
together.
I will continue getting you together.
I appreciate it.
Any way you need us.
I appreciate it.
We right here for you.
Did y'all hear the what up though when y'all walked in?
Did I? I probably not paying attention.
Oh, comes on every time.
No.
You guys also have a fundraiser?
Rayon Kind Kid fundraiser. So it was a fundraiser that we had started when he was in on the inside. And it was just basically kids in need of a dad. That's what kind kids mean. And it was just pretty much to help, a lot of kids that don't have their father. Their fathers are incarcerated and things like that. So we would just pretty much, donate different things to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something else that we're in the middle of revamping and things like that. So we pretty much, we got so much going on.
I know.
So much going on.
If you just wanted to focus on one thing, you got a lot going on. If you can say, you know what, this is my baby. Out of everything you got going on, what would it be?
It would be my women empowerment.
The book?
My women empowerment book, my speaking to other women.
Okay.
Going around motivational speaking.
Motivational speaking.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the move.
Do you have an insert from any of your books or the Women in Power books that we can hear?
Oh my God, I have so much.
Please, thank you.
Okay, so I have one on page 21. It says, everything I need is already within me. And then when you drop down, the queens, they can respond and say, because I was born with my own purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it lets queens know, I got everything in me. I don't have to search for nothing outside of myself. And then they have, somewhere in here that they can write notes.
What's the notes for? What should they be writing down?
Just a reminder, self-love reminders, different notes about themselves, things that they can look in within themselves, and something that they can, follow up on and look back on, things like that. Yes. I mean, I get so much positive feedback. I get women all the time. They'll send me a picture of their book and say, I'm almost done. I'm going to have to get me another book, and that makes me feel good.
Do you keep a journal for yourself, just like in everyday life?
I'm not a journal, but I am a tech person. So I have like a notepad in my phone, and I write down a lot of stuff.
How does that help you?
It helps out a lot because I do so much. If I have a thought or something, I have to write it down. Mm-hmm. I can literally wake up on my sleep, and it could be something on my, I think a lot at night. I don't know, are you guys like that? But at night, it seems like all of my thoughts just come.
Come racing.
And it's almost like you have to just get up and write it down because you don't want to forget it.
So you're still not sleeping?
You know what? And that's one thing I battle with. For 2024, I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
I'm an overthinker, but you know what? I think I'm like that because felon is not an option to me. And it could be good and it could be bad, but sometimes I overthink to the point. And my husband tells me that all the time. That's how we balance each other out. Because I'll be thinking about something or overthinking about something. He'd be like, it's gonna be all right.
Right. But
I have to see it. I'm a very realistic person. I'm not a pie in the sky type of woman. You know, I have to see it. I have to, you know, break it down in my mind.
Yeah.
And if I can see it, I can make it happen.
Right. It's good to.
Who else said that?
It's good to see a vision, you know, first, but don't wait too long and then just act on it.
That's right.
If it's wrong, you can always tweak it.
That's right.
To make it, you know, better. But the goal is to make these failures first and make them fast. That way
You can fix them.
you can fix them
That's
fast.
right.
So fail fast and just make those decisions.
That's right. And you know, and because like I don't take anything for granted. You know, you can be up today and down tomorrow.
Right.
So you know, you have to take every opportunity by the neck and be like, you know what, I'm gonna tackle this. You know, I live my life based on other people's mistakes.
Right.
So if I see
Wow.
that crack kill, why am I gonna go try it?
You ain't messing with it.
You know what I'm saying? If I see that, you know, you do a certain thing a certain way and it doesn't make sense, why would I try it? What would make me think it won't happen to me?
Right.
So, I live my life based on that, even with my parenting. You know, I'm real big on raising my kids. They're like my everything. And I strive every day, and that's one of my goals, is to just be an awesome mother. And I think I do pretty well.
I was talking to somebody earlier about looking at other people's mistakes. And we were kind of like debating, and I was just playing devil's advocate, you know, so I just said, well,
He does that so much.
just so I can get a clear understanding, because sometimes I understand things better that way, even if I'm on your side. So I was saying that if you look at someone else's mistake, just because they made that mistake doesn't mean that you will make the same mistake. You might do things a little bit different. So, and that made me say, just because you made a mistake, I might not make that same mistake. Just kind of do things a little bit different.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
It's so important. You have to. You have to.
So if someone opened up a restaurant with $500 and they failed, I can open up a restaurant with $500 and be the greatest success.
That's right.
Because I did things a little bit different.
That's right. Definitely.
I've been told in marriages that work out, they fit like a puzzle. Somebody is more dynamic here and someone's more dynamic here, right? But you and your husband seem to really be the same in terms of thinking. Does this still work out, or are there just other places that you're more dynamic in that he is that we just don't know about? Because everything seems like you guys are just on the same page about everything. There's no like this. It's everything just seems to be like right here. Does that help?
It does. You know, it's my husband is my best friend, and one thing about him and I is that we're not going to let each other fail. So we're not playing roles. You know, if it's something that I need to take care of and I don't feel like doing it, but he has the capacity to do it, my husband's going to do it for me, because he's going to make sure that I get it, and vice versa. We both want each other to win. You know, like, you know, he's doing his rap career. And I believe in him. And sometimes to the point I get behind in what I'm doing, because I be so focused on his music and what he doing, and can't wait till he come from the studio to hit a song. But I look at it as we're a team. So whoever make it first, we both made it because we won. So a lot of times we build about a lot of different things. So it might seem like we're on the same page with a lot of things, but we also have different opinions about things. And that's okay, because nothing is perfect. But when it comes to the mindset, we are on the same page on a lot of things, because we talk a lot, we communicate a lot, we build a lot. And that's just something that we just do in our household, even with our kids. We build a lot. We sit on the couch. We talk about certain things. You know, we've been together 9 years, and he still called from work every day like he was calling when he was in prison. You know, I still know at 9:30, he gonna call me while I'm at work.
No way.
On his break. And if he don't call me by 9:40, I'm calling him because I'm like, you straight? Because I know you on the side of a building. You good?
Right.
And he gonna answer the phone and say, yeah, baby, we still up here in the sky, but give me 10 minutes. We taking break late or whatever. You know, and it's not that we're trying to be a certain way. We've been through so much together. So it's just what it is. And I don't take that for granted. I don't.
With you guys doing so much, like, and I mean both of you just doing so much, where do you both find time for each other? What do you guys do to relax? Because you have to have that at some point.
We do a lot together. So
that's the key.
we do a lot together.
So you at the studio with him?
No, I don't go to the studio with him. I have.
Okay.
Like we actually got a song that we got, but we're remaking it.
Okay.
Are you rapping too?
Yeah, I can spit a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, a little. It's a little song.
Don't say that because I'll be
Because we'll ask you to.
Yeah, but we do have a song, and we're getting it remastered right now. But we do a lot together. We travel. We travel together. We go to concerts.
Do you
We go
sing?
to dinner. No.
Okay. Play instrument?
No.
Any other hidden talents?
Bars.
Okay.
Little rapping here and there, but nothing major. But yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot. We hang out. You know, it's balanced. It's balanced.
And with both you guys like having your inspirations, is there any time where he needs your help and you need his help, and where do you guys go from there? Like, who?
When both the tanks is empty.
Yeah. How do you handle that?
You know, it's one of those, like, I'll go to sleep. I'm a sleepyhead sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta go to sleep.
Vic
Now she's sleeping.
Now.
Listen, no, really, Vic will literally stay up 2 and 3, 4 days on something. That was something like when he first came home, he was so busy working on his plans and what he wanted to do that I used to be like.
But you got plans and what you want to do as well.
Yes, listen, but you know what? I'm very self-sufficient. He's very self-sufficient. So it's not one of those situations that I'm a woman that can't do anything on my own. He's not a man that can't do anything on his own. So a lot of times, if I'm going to him about something, I done either already did it or I'm almost done, and I just need him to help me out a little bit, and vice versa.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I try to, for example, we both work, but we have a 4-year-old. So he understands that I might not cook dinner every day. We business owners, we work. You know, we got things that we're doing. So he might call and say, babe, what we eating for dinner? What you want me to stop and bring some home? Or I might do it. You know, we do what works for us. Because we still got a 4-year-old we got to take care of.
Right.
You know, it's not the standard, you a housewife, you got to cook 5 days a week. That's not how we move.
Right.
You know, so when we're on empty, we get a little rest, but we got to keep moving because we got to go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
You got a full-time job too, along with all that, and a kid. You superwoman around that house.
Man, and I'm funny acting with my kids. I don't like nobody to keep them. So it's like, you know, but yeah, it's a blessing. I don't take nothing for granted, you guys. I don't.
I got a 3-year-old, so I know what.
So you already know.
I really like. I'm so in love with y'all relationship because even last week, every time he mentioned you,
he lit up like a Christmas tree.
I mean, just bling, and the audience can't see him, but he's here with us, and he just looking at it lit up like the exact same smile.
He made sure you were going to be on the podcast. This way.
Oh,
My
wow.
wife, she got to go on next.
Why he had my back? Like
He had your
always.
back, so that's why. We say she here.
When you do pop-ups, do you guys ever pop up together?
Yes.
I know you guys do collaborations all the time.
Yep.
So what's that like?
It's cool, you know. It's like for instance when we did a D official Vickie Mack, I'll be on one side, he'll be on the other side. When I did my book signing recently, he was there. He was I was signing books and he was right there collecting. Team. I mean, we a team, you know.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. You rarely see him and don't see me, and vice versa. And I'm not the type of woman that's on his back or got to be up under him. If he got something to do, go ahead, babe. You know, it's balance. You know, it's we can be ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know, he at the end of the day we're married, but he's still his own person. I'm still my own person, and we respect that. Oftentimes people get married or get in relationships feel like they got to hound their mate and where you at, what you doing. No,
that's what makes it work though.
Yeah. It's
trust is everything.
Yeah, it's like I don't. If Vic say he going somewhere, he gonna go there and come right back. That's what it is. He's not a street one. He didn't had that life. Yeah. So 9 times out of 10, he coming home.
Have you heard of the 5 love languages?
That book. I haven't read it, but I have heard it.
Okay.
It's a book?
Yeah, it's a book. It's about, what your mate likes. Mm-hmm. Like one might be affirmation, one might be gifts or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like his love language. So what's his? What's Vic's? What does he like? Does he like gifts? Does he like for you to support him verbally? Like what might be?
What's both of your gifts? What's yours
and yours too?
I'm one of those type of women that I'll say this. Anything my husband does for me, I appreciate it. And it's crazy because sometimes he gets so irritated at me because I say thank you. He be looking at me like, okay. But it's like, at the end of the year, you my husband, but you don't have to do anything for me just because you my husband. Mm-hmm. You don't owe me nothing. I just appreciate it.
But if he did, what would you like? What would you like? Would you, is it like...
He does so much. Like, my husband is the type, he know I like to eat honey buns.
Okay.
I'll come in, he got me some honey buns and a juice on the stove.
Are you a flower type woman?
He buys me flowers. I get flowers.
Do you like flowers?
I like flowers. He'll just do it just because. Mm-hmm. He's always thinking about me. Mm-hmm. And I try, and I'm one of those type of, and that's something that I have to work on. I try to be considerate. I'm like a real considerate person. I could want, we stay out in the suburbs, and I might want something in the city. Mm-hmm. And I know he just got off work. So I'll say, you know what, babe, just stop at such and such by the house. Well, is that what you want? Yeah, I really wanted this on 6 Mile, but that's just too far. I know you've been at work. And he'll be like...
He on 6 Mile.
He on 6
Mile.
He
like, yeah, he'll be like, if that's what you want, I'm going to get it. What are you talking about? And I'm like, okay, I try to be considerate. But anything he does for me, I'm happy. I'm not one of those, what is this? It's whatever. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And he's the same way with me. Mm-hmm. We don't have to go overboard, even though we do. Mm-hmm. But it's
It's
okay.
the small things.
Yeah, it's the small things. It's not really about
the small things.
Tell
me about encouraging women disruptors. Or is the women in empowerment? What are some of the biggest challenges against the women empowerment movement?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I noticed that it's a lot of women that promotes women empowerment, but that's not really where their heart is.
Why you say that?
I'm gonna say that a lot of times, social media, you have to. I want to word this the right way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Just pause for a minute and think. It's okay.
I'm gonna say that when it comes to that, you don't know who to trust.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. Everyone that say they're for women empowerment, that's not the goal.
How can I tell that?
If you know, you know, huh?
Because I don't. So if I'm trying to get,
if you know, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
If you know, you don't. You know.
Yeah, you know.
And I'm gonna just say that. But I keep doing what I'm doing, and if I can reach 5 or 6 women, I'm cool with that. It's not a race. Mm-hmm. Because everybody, a lot of women, they want people to be real with them. Mm-hmm. And they want it to be genuine. Because the truth of the matter is none of us is perfect. All women have bad days. We have days. I have days I get up, I don't even feel like posting.
Who helps you a lot?
Because your social media is popping.
Besides your husband, what other people do you have helping
That's it.
you? That's it?
It's me and him. I actually, like, literally, I take...
It's like empire.
Yeah, it's like when I post, I have to say, okay, when I get off work today, I'm going to go home, I'm going to relax, and I'm going to promote. You know?
Well,
I have to do it that way.
You've been working. When I look at your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, you did podcasts.
I appreciate
you
it.
got
Who did your website?
degrees.
This guy named G Money.
Okay.
He did our website, my website, and my husband's.
It looks good. You looking good.
Thank
with
you.
everything you do, your books.
Thank you so much.
Your clothing line. So tell the people one more time how they can get in touch with you.
And what's coming up next.
And what's coming
because
up next.
I'm so excited
Any,
what y'all got going on.
All right, so you
pop-up
guys
shops
be
or
on
anything?
the lookout for Cardi Claus. New song dropping soon. Be on the lookout for me and Victor's podcast 2024. Be on the lookout for another book, Face the Rain, just getting started. So
Another one.
Gonna be a whole nother volume. And you can reach me at Vickie Mack Detroit on Instagram, Vickie Mack Detroit Facebook, and VickieMack.com. Face the Rain is available on Amazon and VickieMack.com.
All right, Vic
Thanks
and
for
Vic.
having me, guys.
For the victory.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Have a
Boogie.
good one.
You have just listened to the Can You Picture This podcast? The podcast for the strongest, fastest, most powerful t-shirt/print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. You can catch us in the heart of Detroit, Greenfield and Grand River, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our address is 14223 Greenfield Road, Detroit, Michigan 48227. Our phone number is 313-273-5000.